Let's also quickly talk about this. Man. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. RIP to Dawson's Creek actor James Van Der Beek. I just saw this on my way home after I finished my run. Fucking run. This is fucking tragic, man. I had no idea he was even suffering from cancer. I honestly had no fucking idea. Big up James Van Der Beek, man. He seems like a really nice fucking guy. Obviously, you know him from fucking Dawson's Creek. I watched that ages ago. I still remember it, having fond memories of that show. He was one of obviously the main stars of Dawson's Creek. And just seems like a nice dude, to be completely honest. Great show, legendary show. Yeah, I didn't know he was suffering from fucking bowel cancer. I think that's what he passed away from. Absolutely tragic, man. 48 years old as well. Honestly, heartbreaking, man. RIP to Dawson's Creek star James Van Der Beek. Let's read the article here, comes to the BBC. It says actor James Van Der Beek, best known for a starring role in US teen drama Dawson's Creek, has died at age 48 after being diagnosed with bowel cancer. Our beloved James Van Der Beek passed away peacefully this morning, his family said in a statement posted on social media accounts. He met his final days with courage, faith and grace. The star was diagnosed with the disease in the latter... you see, honestly, man, like... I don't know what's worse. Like getting diagnosed with cancer in 2023 and only passing away in 2026, or passing away in 2026, like 3 years later. All of the battles, the ups and downs, the treatments and shit. Like, I don't know what's better, like getting it and like passing away quickly and it being really aggressive and tearing up your insides and all that, you go through that, or this long drawn out process. Like, honestly, fuck cancer for real, man. Fuck cancer for real. The quicker they find a cure for this shit, the better, man. It's so horrible how we lose people to this fucking disease, man. Oh my fucking god. Imagine those 3 years that you had it. Imagine how horrible it must have been. RIP to James Van Der Beek. He's a father of 6. I didn't know that. Shit. The father of 6 starred in... Fucking no, I can't imagine how his kids are feeling. The father of 6 starred in multiple popular TV shows in the late 90s and early 2000s, including Dawson's Creek and Varsity Blues. Yeah, I remember Varsity Blues also. In an interview with Business... Actually, the Varsity Blues one... Yikes. Isn't Varsity Blues one of those series where a bunch of people from that cast aren't alive either? I'm pretty sure. It's one of those series where a bunch of people from that cast aren't alive either. I'm pretty fucking sure. Honestly, RIP, man. In an interview with Business Insider, he revealed that he started experiencing changes in bowel movements, a common symptom in bowel cancer. He stopped drinking coffee to see whether that would help before having a screening test. Oh my god, man. Can you imagine thinking that the reason why you're having irregular bowel movements because maybe you're drinking too much coffee and you find out that you've actually got cancer? Anyway, let's continue. That revealed that he had stage 3 of the disease, which meant it had spread to his nearby lymph nodes. Colorectal cancer develops from growths in the colon's inner linings and can spread if not treated, according to the Cleveland Clinic. More men develop this form of cancer than women. That's why they say to always get your prostate checked out early, innit? But even that, I've heard, isn't always the answer either. Increased screenings, but I guess it's better to do it than not do it. Increased screenings help to detect it early, lowering the number of people who die from colorectal cancer. The clinic notes. Van Der Beek said that his lowest point in the treatment was feeling like he was losing core parts of his identity. The quote here says, "All these beautiful things that I love and I used to define as myself, a father, a provider, a husband, all got taken away, or at least paused. I had to sit there and say, well, what am I? And it was, I'm still worthy of love." Honestly, man. Honestly. Following his own diagnosis, James Van Der Beek spent time raising awareness about screening. "I've learned a lot," he said, Business Insider. If I can save anyone from having to go through this, that's magic. There's a picture of the cast back in the day. Jesus Christ, so many stars here that have gone on to do great things in fucking movies and TV shows and shit. Oh yeah. Van Der Beek is one of the most famous TV faces on James Van Der Beek was one of the most famous faces on TV in the late 90s and 2000s, starring in Dawson's Leary, alongside Katie Holmes in the hit TV show Dawson's Creek, which ran from 1998 to 2003. He also starred in 1999 coming of age film Varsity Blues. He also played a fictional version of himself in cult television show Don't Trust B in Apartment 23, and he performed at the 28th season of Dancing with Stars. Van Der Beek continued working through his diagnosis. Earlier this year, he guest starred on Prime Video's comedy Overcompensating. James Van Der Beek made a surprise virtual appearance in Dawson's Creek reunion charity event September 22nd, having been forced to pull out of the event due to having 2 stomach viruses. A reunion saw the likes of Michelle Williams, Katie Holmes, Jason Jackson, and Busy Phillips performing a live table reading of the show's pilot episode in 1998, joined by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who stood in for Van Der Beek. That's a horrible substitute, by the way. Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's a terrible substitute. The event raised funds for the charity F Cancer and was also a tribute to their classmates. In an interview with ABC's in 2020, Van Der Beek said he was very shy as a child. I never wanted to be an actor as a kid. I wanted to be an athlete, he said. Dawson's Creek Sarah Michelle Gellar among those paying tribute. Condolences have been pouring into the comment section of the family's post announcing Van Der Beek's death. In a post with photos over the years, Dawson's Creek star Busy Phillips mourned the loss of her friend. My family is deeply hurting of us today. Actually, I want to see that. Let me see this fucking post. Oh, honestly, man. R.I.P. James Van Der Beek, man. R.I.P. fucking James Van Der Beek. Let's check Busy Phillips' post here. There we go. There's a poster with pictures of him. Let's go through the slideshow here. Yeah, Jesus Christ. My heart is deeply hurting for all of us today. Every person who knew James and loved him, anyone who loved his work and had the pleasure of meeting him, all of his dear friends and community that surrounded him as he battled his illness, especially his parents and brother and sister. But I'm profoundly heartbroken for his incredible wife and their 6 magical children. There's a GoFundMe for them to help out, and I'll put the link in my stories. James Van Der Beek was one of the billion, and he'll be forever missed, and I don't know what else to say. I'm just so sad. He was my friend, and I loved him, and I'm so grateful for our friendship all these years. Heartbreaking shit, man. Heartbreaking shit, man. R.I.P. James Van Der Beek. It continues. The director and actress Olivia Munn said, I'm so sorry, my prayers are with you and your beautiful family. Actress Jennifer Garner, said, it's heartbreaking, the loss. She's navigating this tender time. Model and makeup artist Tess Holliday said, so incredibly sorry for your loss. In a joint production statement, Sony and official Dawson's Creek accounts on social media posted a photo of the late actor smiling in character as Dawson Leary. Actor Hao Ozan, who described Van Der Beek as a brother, wrote on Instagram that he does not have the words to express the grief he's feeling. This will be a James-sized hole in the heart. So yeah, R.I.P. James Van Der Beek, man. Legend, absolute fucking legend. R.I.P. James Van Der Beek.
It has been the hardest year of my life, and I wanted to share something that I learned with y'all. When I was younger, I used to define myself as an actor, right? Which was never really all that fulfilling. And then I became a husband, and that was much better. And then I became a father, and that was the ultimate. I could define myself then as a loving, capable, strong, supportive husband, father, provider, steward of the land that we're so lucky to live on. And for a long time, that felt like a really good definition to the question, who am I? What am I? And then this year, I had to look my own mortality in the eye. I had to come nose to nose with death. And all of those definitions that I cared so deeply about were stripped from me. I was away for treatment, so I could no longer be a husband that was helpful to my wife. I could no longer be a father who could pick up his kids and put them to bed and be there for them. I could not be a provider because I wasn't working. I couldn't even be a steward of the land because at times I was too weak to prune all the trees during the window that you're supposed to prune them. And so I was faced with the question, if I am just a too skinny, weak guy alone in an apartment with cancer, what am I? And And I meditated, and the answer came through: I am worthy of God's love simply because I exist. And if I'm worthy of God's love, shouldn't I also be worthy of my own? And the same is true for you.